Hello and welcome to the Fusion Analytics webcast today. My name is Vishal Kular. I'll be your host today. I'm with Evos, Director of Sales, and joined with me is Ben from Oracle and Arpan, VP of Analytics with Evos. They will be our co-host. And from a logistics, please, if you have any questions, please use the chat function to ask us questions, and we'll answer those as we go along. But from a quick introduction, it's not a surprise that data is the lifeblood of any organization. Data allows you to make both strategic and tactical decisions to ensure your business is running smoothly. And Oracle has been a leader both in data management and analytics over the last few decades. And today I'm very excited to share their latest offering in this analytics space, called Fusion Analytics Warehouse. With that, I'll invite Ben from Oracle to help us kickstart on this offering.
Thanks, Vishal, and hello, everyone. My name is Ben Stockman. I've been with Oracle Analytics for close to 9 years now, and throughout that time, there's been a lot of change, right? I think in the industry overall, as well as the Oracle solution set. So I wanted to just take a minute and set the stage for our discussion today. Next slide, please. So Oracle's, had an analytics solution for quite some time, right? If any of you are familiar with Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, OBIEE, and that's when, a single source of truth, a really centralized, governed analytics was of primary importance, right? And that's something we've been doing for a long time very well. Then came self-service analytics, business users wanting to create their own reports, have detailed visualizations, and I think that sort of trend is somewhat commoditized now. I think the focus with cloud now and the pace of innovation is this concept of autonomous analytics. And by that, I mean, what is the data telling me? How can I leverage the data to take action in a shorter period of time, right? And with Fusion Analytics Warehouse specifically, it's really about contextual analytics, right? Who am I as an end user? What do I care about? And how do I view the data that's specific to me to run my business in the day-to-day? So next slide, please. So what Oracle's done is really offered all three of these analytical pillars: governed analytics, self-service, and augmented, package that all together in an analytics platform, but also coupling with our data management solution, our autonomous database, and a bunch of pre-built content for our SaaS customers. So today we have for ERP and HCM, CX and supply chain are coming very, very soon here. And the benefit of this is you get out of the box very, very quickly. We see customers stand this whole dotted line up in within 6 weeks, right? In a single SKU and always in sync with the Oracle SaaS applications that it's tightly coupled with. So being able to provide that foundation based on the investment in our Oracle SaaS applications to really get going quickly, get all of that data in context based on the job roles and duties defined within that application, while still giving you full flexibility to customize your content and data sources, maybe specific to your industry or your business. And Arpan will talk about that a little bit shortly. Next slide, please. And so really what's new and exciting about Fusion Analytics is this concept of cards and decks, right? So as you can see here in a single card, there's a lot of information, right? We have our value, our compare against a defined target. We have how we're trending, quarter over quarter, month over month, year over year. We have the visualizations, but also built-in discussion threads and collaboration points. And each of these cards are essentially just a front end to much more detailed dashboards supporting each of these KPI cards. So very, very quickly allowing business users to get a general pulse of how the business is performing, and then dive deep into specific areas in which you want to evaluate more and take immediate action on. So I just wanted to set the stage with sort of how Oracle's evolving with these analytical trends and specifically some of the benefits with Fusion Analytics. And I think with that, I'll pass it off to Arpan.
Thanks a lot, Ben. So I'll quickly talk about Evos. So Evos, we as a Oracle partner, we've implemented a lot of Oracle solutions, right from Oracle ERP, HCM, as well as analytics kind of applications. And we are a huge organization in terms of the knowledge and the resource strength, and we are present almost in more than 30 odd countries. And we are specialized partners of Oracle, and we do only Oracle and nothing else. And that's where this expertise also helps us to drive in the right direction, helping customers to get along with solutions like Oracle Analytics Cloud, and now Fusion Analytics Warehouse. And that's a quick introduction about Evos. Let me move forward. So what does Fusion Analytics Warehouse do for us in terms of the application and in terms of the analytics? So it has a lot of pre-built KPIs library. So we get a lot of pre-built reports, a lot of pre-built dashboards that are available out of the box on day one as soon as we switch on the Fusion Analytics Warehouse instance. It has all the pre-built analytics data model and pre-built integration with the Fusion applications, which makes it very easy to use for our customers and as well as very quick to implement. It also provides self-service and discovery, so I can easily drag and drop certain items on the canvas and create my own reporting with the data set that it pre-populates for me. So it does not need any technical understanding or understanding of how the data is extracted from the sources. You get all the data in the platform, and you can just simply drag and drop and create your own reports and KPIs. It is extensible. So with all the pre-built good stuff that you get, you can also add a lot of custom non-Oracle reports. Let's say if you have any business applications which are not Oracle, and if you want to get third-party data into the common enterprise reporting platform, then you can do that very quickly using the integration tool available. And then you can get all of those non-Oracle KPIs or business KPIs and create your common management reporting pack at a centralized level. That creates a truly enterprise reporting platform. And once you have this platform, once you have all your data coming in from your Fusion application or ERP application, and you have all your non-Oracle application on the same platform, you can use the data to create a lot of advanced analytics and machine learning algorithms. So we know how organizations are utilizing data today to explore much easier or much faster way of decision making through scientific process. So that's how the platform supports usage of or implementation of solutions like machine learning and advanced analytics, which in case helps you to do prescriptive reporting or predictive reporting, as well as helps you to do a lot of pre-built machine learning algorithms. So when I say machine learning and advanced analytics, it also gives you certain pre-built algorithms within the application so that you don't have to write those algorithms on your own. So that's the kind of futuristic platform that it provides, apart from just reporting on the management or statutory side. So this is how it looks like, a little technical, but what I'm trying to show here is on all the blue side or the left side, you can see this is all pre-built stuff that comes along with Fusion Analytics Warehouse. So you can see there is a pre-built data pipeline, there is a pre-built schema, which basically extracts all your data from Oracle applications in a seamless fashion. It gets you all that data, and it also has a lot of pre-built reports, dashboards, and KPIs available on the platform. So you can see it's based on uh, Oracle Analytics Cloud as well as Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse, which is the foundation of Fusion Analytics Warehouse. So using the same Oracle Analytics Cloud and Autonomous Data Warehouse, you can extend that to the third-party applications. So this is how it looks like from a technical perspective. If you see at the user level, the users would not see the difference where the data is coming in from, whether it is from the third-party applications or from the Fusion applications. It is recorded and reported at a seamless layer at the reporting side. So it gives you the flexibility not only to use all the pre-built stuff that you've got through FAW, but also gives you ease of use to create an enterprise reporting layer by extending it to third-party applications, or you can call it like non-Oracle applications. So these are the applications that it basically covers. So it has pre-built analytics and KPIs for all different areas. So you can see this is again based on Oracle Analytics Cloud and Autonomous Data Warehouse. So it has all the features that you can use, which comes with the Autonomous Data Warehouse, which is a more like self-managing and self-repairing database. So all of these examples like ERP analytics or HCM analytics, supply chain analytics, similarly CX analytics and other sources in terms of non-Oracle applications, all of those will be extracted and reported at a common layer. So what you get essentially as a part of the application is you get a lot of pre-built reports and dashboards. It's a faster time to value, which means that using the pre-built content, you don't have to go through a traditional way of requirement gathering and then designing your data layer, your reporting layer. You don't have to go through all of that. You can directly create, or you can directly start using all your KPIs and reports from day one. So this is how it looks like if you see the comparison of traditional build versus pre-built stuff. So in a traditional environment, you have to write all the integrations with your sources. You have to create a proper data structure or a centralized repository, or you can call it a data warehouse. And then you start creating the reports and KPIs and security, and then you start doing your analysis. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes behind doing all these backend activities, which does not have business value as such. When you compare it with Fusion Analytics Warehouse, it is basically pre-built, so you can save a lot of time and energy by simply utilizing the existing set of KPIs and reports, and then you spend more time in doing analysis rather than testing the reports, how they work, or doing the requirements gathering. So this is based on a lot of best practices from finance, HR, and other areas. So all of the different types of requirements have been covered in the pre-built models here. So you can see we have more than 50% time as well as cost saving, 6 times faster time to value when you compare it with do it yourself or custom implementation, and it automatically syncs with all the ERP applications as and when you upgrade, or as and when you get those upgrades in your cloud application. So there is literally no maintenance required or no implementation or development efforts required when it comes to utilizing the out of the box FAW solution. So as a part of the Fusion Analytics Warehouse for HCM, I've just picked up a sample snapshot of all different types of dashboards and all different types of KPIs that are available. So you can see, it's very flashy. It, as Ben rightly mentioned, it has different areas. So whenever it is the KPI is not met, or it is shooting above a particular tolerance range, it shows you the alert here, red in terms of red, green, and amber. And then it also helps you to see all your important KPIs or stats on the same page. So I can get all of the different important or favorite items and create your own dashboard. And that gives you a good bird's eye view of all that is happening within the organization. So this is again a small snapshot of all different types of reports that we have, but the larger list would be more extensive. So you can see you've got FTE, or you've got hires, promotion rates, turnover ratio, retention, similarly the comp ratio. So you've got all the reports which are generally required from the HCM perspective. And if I move forward, these are certain dashboards that I've picked up from the ERP side of the business. And you have a similar look and feel wherein you can customize your dashboard, picking up different KPIs and reports and putting them onto your favorite canvas so that you can look at it on a routine basis. And again, these reports are accessible from mobile devices, and it looks much more flashier and easy to use when you open them from the mobile device or the application. So you can see here profitability and loss, similarly balance sheet, payables, receivables, spend, analytics. So this is how we have categorized it. So you've got all different reports from general ledger, accounts receivable, payables, procurement, employee expense, spend. So there's a lot of research that has gone behind creating these KPIs, and all that is available out of the box for our customers to start using from day one. So as I mentioned about the pre-built KPIs. So pre-built KPIs are provided by the application itself. And as a part of the custom KPIs or business specific or vertical specific KPIs, then as an implementer, Evos has created a lot of different verticals within the organization, wherein we have subject matter experts from all these verticals who have helped us to create a standard set of reports or analytics from each of these different verticals, as you can see here. So manufacturing, healthcare or education or hospitality. So we've got over 300 KPIs in healthcare, similarly over 150 different KPIs on higher education, on hospitality. So that makes it a complete package, right? So we've got all the pre-built KPIs available on the Fusion ERP side. And then we've got a lot of pre-built KPIs which are available from the vertical or from the business perspective. So apart from that, we've also got banking or finance, retail, public sector, operational analytics. So using Fusion Analytics Warehouse, you can extend the entire custom reporting or verticalized reporting area by using these pre-built analytics or dashboards that we have as a part of our repository. And a lot of customers have started utilizing this rather than going through a learning curve of how to create these different reports or what are the important KPIs to look at. So we've divided all of these KPIs into different areas, whether it is finance or operations, or even if you look at for example sorry, for example, you talk about productivity and how do you correlate that with the profitability of the organization. So there is a lot of data that comes in from your business side, and how do you correlate all that information, all that operational data or statistical information with your financial numbers. So those kind of KPIs really help organizations to do the right type of decision making, and that's the kind of value that we get on table for our customers. So I would just take a quick pause here if anyone has any questions, and meanwhile I'll also switch back to demo. I've got a quick demo that I would want to show it to you. Let me go back to the application. Can you confirm if we can see the screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so this is one quick dashboard that we have created. You can see we've got a lot of different types of information. So I can create different numbers related to my business areas, related to my financial numbers. So this is a procurement dashboard or a spend dashboard. I can do the analysis of the spend by period or by specific type of agreements, or if I want to see what is the leakage, or if there are any problems within the spend. So all of those get highlighted very quickly, and I can do my analysis using these different dashboards or charts. So it's very easy for end users to create these dashboards and also manage and maintain them as and when they want. So you can see I can zoom in or zoom out into different areas to see how the dashboards would look like. I've got a lot of different types of parameters up here. So it can be by your group, it can be by the ledger, or it can be by the business unit that we are looking at, or by the type of transaction. So we have created certain types of groups here. So that way you can see or compare. If it is a group organization, you can actually compare a lot of different entities against the kind of spend that you are doing, and then try to analyze as to where or why is a particular entity spending more in the same area when you compare it with the other entity. So it's easy to create these kind of correlations within the application and also drill down into the details if required. And also, so these are very important areas, like, non-peer match spend, how much is that on a month-to-month basis, or on a quarter-to-quarter basis. So that gives me quite amount of flexibility to go back and look at those reports or dashboards and do my analysis on my own. So here, I just wanted to show you a quick snapshot of how the self-service looks like. So I've opened a canvas, and you can see I can expand into any of these data parameters. So all of these are data, or you can call it parameters, that are extracted from the Fusion application, and I can directly start utilizing them, or I can do a drag and drop very quickly onto my canvas. So if I want to see the reports by buyer, I can drag and drop those parameters or those items anywhere on the canvas, and it will start showing me the data that is available there. Or I can remove any of the pre-built reports that are available here, and I can do my analysis from that perspective. So if I want to remove, I can remove. I can do the changes here. So that way it gives you the flexibility to drag and drop items on your canvas, create your own reports, and then start doing the visualization or doing the narration. I can go into the present mode. Look at a particular graph. Yeah, so that was a quick overview about the self-service, as well as on how the Fusion Analytics warehouse looks like and all the data that you can get. So once I get all my data here, I can create a custom mashup of, let's say, data coming in from your custom applications, data coming in from your finance, as well as data coming in from your HR or your operations, and create a dashboard which has data from all of those different areas. So going back to my slide deck. So,
And I would like
as
to re-echo Arpan, self-service is one of the core tenancy the Oracle product is built on, and as you can see in Arpan's demo, it's relatively easy, no coding required. Uh, Anyone can drag and drop and create really compelling reports.
Absolutely, and that's where the self-service. Once you start creating these reports on your own, and you can also share those reports with other people. So let's say if I'm doing some analysis by myself, and if I want to share it with someone else and seek comments or review from other people or from the management, I can share that very quickly with the management to get the feedback on that, and then utilize that as an important or a favorite report moving forward. So there is no dependency on the technical side of the business to help you create those reports. So those reports are more self-service, and the dashboards can also be created using different areas of data on the same canvas.
And that's somewhat of a challenge with self-service, kind of from an industry viewpoint, right? Is data integrity, and if you can build the reports, having confidence in the reports and having them reflect the way you want to. So that's a big benefit of Fusion Analytics Warehouse is, we're running that data pipeline for our organizations, and for the purposes of ERP analytics, we're going to inherit that chart of accounts, all of your hierarchies and dimensions, all modeled appropriately. In the case of HR, you're going to have your org structure there, and it's going to be already pre-set up based on the source application. So, not only does it enable self-service, but it ensures the accuracy and integrity of the data for end users to really, have confidence and really act on those reports and dashboards right away.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. So as a summary, what I can say is we've got over 150 pre-built KPIs, again available from both the HR side, from the finance side, and other areas. We've got more than 25 pre-built dashboards which put together different reports which can relate to each other. So we've got these pre-built dashboards and a pre-built data foundation, which is a very important area. So there is no maintenance required to improve the performance of the reports as and when the data increases. So all that is managed automatically at the back end by the autonomous data warehouse. So there would be no performance issues ever. Similarly, it's a faster time to value and a quick win for organizations because you can implement very quickly in matter of few weeks or months when you look at your custom extensions, or if you want to get a lot of non-Oracle applications also integrated with the platform. Otherwise, yeah, it's more like plug and play, and you can get your reports working on day one. It automatically syncs with all your ERP cloud releases or your upgrades, as we call it. And the other area is extensible to create it like an enterprise reporting platform. So it's based on the best worlds of Oracle Analytics Cloud and Autonomous Data Warehouse, which means that you don't have to worry about extending it to any other sources or any other non-Oracle applications to plug all that information together and create those reports and dashboards with the Oracle data model. It has a flavor of verticalization, as I mentioned, as Evos has a lot of verticalized pre-built content available, so that can be plugged along with the pre-built content available from Oracle, which completes the entire business area for organizations.
And also just to the pre-built content that we're delivering, it's built on the same underlying technology. So there is not a separate tools or technology that needs to be enabled to leverage the Evos' industry specific KPIs and dashboards. Perfect. Thank you, Arpan. That was great. In summary, I think we're at this juncture where typically in the past we've seen organization to get to this maturity of analytics, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 quarters of IT teams plumbing, creating, and delivering reports. And compare and contrast with FAW, you can be up and running within 6 weeks with a really, a book of reports that can be leveraged not only by the management, but also can be leveraged tactically to run your day-to-day operations. So really a great compelling solution that can be used beneficially by both Oracle Cloud customers, and also you do have the ability to do third-party mashups and marry your data from whether it's Ceridian, ADP, or multitude of third-party applications. So with that, we're almost to our end of the webcast. I would like to thank everybody for joining and have a great rest of the day.
Vishal, do you want to see if you have any questions?
There was one question around the tool set of KPIs that Evos is delivering, and I did cover that.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing any more questions right now. But folks, if you have questions, feel free to use the chat feature. Okay, I'm not seeing any other question. Thank you, Ben, and thank you, Arpan, for this enlightening webcast on the FAW product set. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.
Thanks all.